One of the great things about ISG is that we get to have such a significant impact on so many of our clients' businesses. One case in particular that comes to mind is a large process manufacturer. This process manufacturer had been cutting their IT costs for a long time, and basically their IT organization was managing the business through heroics and running on fumes, and yet they were being asked by their CFO, because of the nature of the industry and margins, to cut costs further. We went in and did some work with them in terms of first benchmarking their overall IT costs. In general, we noticed through our benchmark that their IT costs were actually very favorable compared to most of their peers on the market. So it indicated that they weren't running inefficiently, but we did observe that their cost of applications was higher than a lot of other areas. And we, through further analysis, we realized that that was because they had deferred investment in upgrading a lot of their technology. They were forced to support aging platforms. In other words, they were facing the situation of technical debt without having the budget really to drive replacement, more modern technology, which would lower the cost and enable them to do more important things. We also found a few vendor agreements, some of their software agreements, things with Oracle and on the network side, where we're able to help them to restructure their contracts to save a bit of money. But the big change really was where we helped them with transformational sourcing, reflecting that whole technical debt issue. In this case, they had a service provider that they had a very close relationship with, so they didn't want to go competitive. They wanted to work with a service provider, but we were able to bring both our benchmarks and also our structure for a very savings forward type of transaction, basically where the service provider would be able to help them address their technical debt, to bring them savings in year one, and to pay for the whole thing utilizing the overall business case of the deal carried forward to smooth over the savings over the term of the deal. The end result for this client was that they saved approximately $20 million a year and also resolved their technical debt issue, which enabled them to invest in upgrading their technology and to drive a more efficient IT organization going forward. So it was a very nice win-win. I think everyone came away quite happy with a more agile environment, a good service provider relationship with this client. And it was ISG's pleasure to be able to work with both sides and really helping to craft that beneficial deal.